Hey headphone people, welcome back to the channel. MrAyrit here, and this is going to be one of the first videos where I'm reviewing quite a few flagships that I have on hand right now. Today's flagship that we're looking at is the Final Audio D8000 Pro. So we're going to dig into this guy. We're going to, look at what it comes with. We're going to see how it's built. We're going to talk comfort. We're going to talk sound, and I'll draw some comparisons to some of the other high dollar things that I have on hand right now. So let's get into it and see what we got here. Before we look at like the headphones and the carrying case and all that, I'll just show you the box that it comes in real quick so you know. I actually think it's kind of cheesy. It's like a faux, like it's just cardboard, but it's kind of like this faux like crocodile skin stuff. It's a vertical box, so you open it up and you've got the case that it comes in, comes right out like so. Okay, and so I don't know if this is typical, but what's kind of interesting is this one, it actually came with like its own headphone stand too. Now I didn't bother to put this together just because I'm sending it back here before too long, but it's a pretty nice touch. It's a nice heavy metal headphone stand, so if you're into that, I don't know if they all come with this. I would kind of assume so, but not sure. So the carrying case itself, it's pretty nice. It's like a semi-hard case. It's kind of similar to like the Focal stuff, if you've seen that. Also a little, bag for cables in here. I don't know which one's the stock cable. This one was pretty big and beefy. I didn't really use that one. The other one that I used was also like beefy, but it was a little bit shorter. It's got this kind of nice dual cable braided design. It does have just 3.5 like mono plugs that go into each cup, but unfortunately you can see they've got that proprietary little like notch on there, so it kind of like it sticks in and locks and screws and locks in. So it won't be super easy to replace these cables. I mean, you might get something that could fit in there, but I don't know. I didn't have the opportunity to try that. The other end of this cable is just kind of your traditional, 3.5 to 1/4 inch adapter. And so the cable was pretty nice to use. I actually really like that cable. And the case, I didn't really use it, but the case is nice. So if you're wondering about those things, there you go. Let's talk headphones and let's talk build, because oh man, are these things they're built just so good. You can see it's like, I would assume it's aluminum. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but like the articulation of all this, the way everything moves, and just like the way this articulates, it's so smooth. Like there's no way it's going to translate on camera, but it feels so good, like really, really, really good. They look super cool. It's all like machined out of solid metal. The pads are comfy, like micro suede pads, kind of like memory foam stuff. Headband wrapped in leather, might be real leather, I'm not sure. Not a lot of padding there, but I never had any comfort issues with these guys. I think they look awesome. They feel amazing. I think out of all the headphones I have, I think these are probably the best built headphones, like out of all of them. I mean, LCD5, Diana TC, Susvara, out of all that stuff, I think the build on these, is the best. They look, I think, pretty awesome. I mean, they're going to draw some attention for sure, but I do love the build on these. I think they're pretty comfortable. They are pretty heavy. Like, they've got some heft to them. But, when you're wearing them, I didn't find that to be a problem at all. I found them to be very, very comfortable. And I wore them in bed a lot of the times. Like, just kick back and listen. So, yeah, phenomenal build quality on these guys. I love it. So, I guess we're at sound. And, I would say the sound of these, I really like the sound of these, okay? It's a very relaxed sound. It's not intense. It's not, like, super exciting. It's it has a lot of detail, but it's all kind of like back. It's more of like a wall of sound type of headphone where, you know, the audio's a little bit further away from you. You don't really have a lot of like intimate stuff going on. But that being said, I mean, as far as a headphone that would like that you could kick back and just relax and listen to, like when you're going to bed, you know, if you're just trying to chill out, I think these things would be phenomenal for that. All of it's there, like everything is there that you would want. Like bass is textured, it's the right amount. Vocals have like a sweetness and richness to them, like really nice timbre on those. Anything in that mid-range I really enjoyed on these headphones. You get up into the highs and I mean they're crisp, they're clear, they're not pushed forward, they're not harsh at all. There's like not a harsh bone in these headphones body, right? They are smooth, relaxed, maybe just a touch warm, but not too terribly much at all. Like it's pretty close to neutral, I would say. Frequency response is all like where you'd want it to be. The only thing that I would really nitpick about these is I do feel like they could be a little more on the dynamic side, and I would like to have maybe a little bit, while the separation is decent, I'd like a little more near to far as far as just like where placement goes, where I feel like everything is kind of like further back with these headphones. You don't get any of those intimate vocals or anything like that, even when the songs kind of call for it. But again, all that comes back to these are extremely easy to listen to and enjoyable to listen to on just about anything. I mean, they're also extremely easy to drive, which is phenomenal for a flagship headphone because most of them, you know, require some special stuff. The D8000 Pro I thought sounded good on every single thing I tried it on. Now, I never tried it just like with an Apple dongle or straight out of a phone. I did try it with my X-Can, thought it was fine there. I tried it with the Woo Audio WA11 portable amplifier. I thought that was great. I tried it on the RAL HSA 1B. Of course, that was phenomenal, as well as the Burst and Soloist, phenomenal. Those were being driven by my Socris 2541. And I also enjoyed this quite a bit on the Hagerman Tuba amplifier, so on the low impedance setting, and I thought they did great on all that stuff. I couldn't tell you really which was my favorite. I mean, I was really enjoying the Tuba with these, and that was just a good chill, relaxed listen in the evenings. I would switch over sometimes to like the WA11, and that would be just like a little bit crisper, and I thought maybe improve the imaging just like a little bit on these and improve the clarity a bump. If you're looking for a chill, relaxed sound and you want to spend flagship money, I mean, I think this might be it. I don't know. I haven't had the opportunity to try the Meze stuff yet, so the Empyreans or the Elites or any of that, but I would think that based on what I understand of those headphones, this would probably be a pretty strong competitor with those. What I have on hand, I don't know that I would. The problem is I think there's a lot of headphones that are cheaper that also can kind of fit that chill niche. You know what I mean? So when you're looking at spending flagship money, I guess for me, I'm looking at like the ultimate performance, right? Is what I'm looking for in those type of headphones. So I don't feel like these, when we're talking technicalities, when we're talking resolution, when we're talking detail, when we're talking dynamics, things along those lines, I don't think that these really compete well with things like the LCD5, the Diana TC, or the Susvara. I feel like these aren't playing on that level. But if you're not looking to like dive into your music and get every single last little detail out of it, and you just want to kick back and relax, I think these are phenomenal for that niche. And I think that's going to be pretty much it for the D8000 Pro. Again, to recap, chill, relaxed, smooth. You can drive them off of anything. and that's which makes them easy to use in lots of different situations. So for that, I love them. The build, amazing. Comfort, great. So again, the two things that I would nitpick on them a little bit about is a little more near to far in the soundstage and a little more dynamics. I think would go a long ways for these guys. And if they're, you know, putting out a next iteration, which they're probably about due for, right? I mean, these have been around for several years. Those would be the things that I'd be looking for in the next model. But I do love these headphones. They are wonderful. As far as, are they worth the money? I don't know. I mean, I don't see myself spending, you know, $3,000 on these or whatever they're running at on the market now. But, you know, again, if that's the niche you're looking to fill, I'd throw these in the ring as a contender. And I think that's going to do it for this review. So again, D8000 Pro, very nice headphone, beautiful headphone. So thank you for sticking around and watching this review. If you thought it was useful, you know, consider liking it. And then if you're interested in more headphone content, and specifically in the near future, top tier, you know, Summit Fi headphone content, stick around and I will have many more reviews and comparisons coming your way. So thanks. I will see you in the next one.